Pause 2s. Welcome to the story of the Sodder family, a tale that begins with love, joy, and the warmth of togetherness. Pause 2s. George Sodder, an Italian immigrant, and his wife Jenny built a life filled with dreams and hard work in Fayetteville, West Virginia. Pause 3s. Their 10 children were their pride and joy, each day filled with laughter and hope. Pause 2s. But as Christmas of 1945 approached, the family was unaware that their lives were about to change forever. Pause 3s. This is the story of how a family's Christmas dream turned into a nightmare. The year was 1945. World War II had finally ended, and a wave of relief and hope swept across the globe. In Fayetteville, West Virginia, the Sodder family, George, Jenny, and their 10 children, embraced the season of peace and joy. The Sodder family was enjoying a peaceful Christmas Eve when tragedy struck. The night was filled with joy and laughter, until the unthinkable happened. The house caught fire, and the children were trapped inside. Despite the parents' desperate attempts to save them, the children were never seen again. This event marked the beginning of a long and painful journey for the Sodder family. December 24, 1945 dawned like any other day in Fayetteville. The air was crisp, the sky a clear blue. Christmas Eve promised joy and festivities. But as the sun began to set, a sense of unease settled over the Sodder home. A phone call, a stranger's voice, an unsettling conversation. Later that night, a fire erupted, engulfing their home in flames. The fire moved with a speed that defied explanation. George Sodder made desperate attempts to save his children. 5 of his 10 children remained trapped inside. The fire truck was inexplicably delayed. The phone lines lay dead. George and Jenny watched in horror as their world crumbled. The ashes of the Sodder home held no answers, only amplified the agonizing silence left by the missing children. 5 little souls vanished without a trace. The community, shaken to its core, whispered amongst themselves. Theories like tendrils of smoke began to rise from the ruins. Some whispered of faulty wiring, a tragic accident that had consumed the children in its fiery embrace. Others spoke of something more sinister, a deliberate act, fueled by vengeance or perhaps something more chilling. The investigation, hampered by inconsistencies and dead ends, did little to quell the rising tide of speculation. Rumors spread like wildfire through the town. Some whispered of a vendetta, a possible connection to George Sodder's outspoken criticism of Mussolini's Italy. Others clung to the possibility of the children being abducted, spirited away under the cover of the fire. The lack of concrete evidence only served to deepen the mystery, casting long shadows of doubt and suspicion over the tragedy. Weeks turned into months, and months into years. The Sodder family, their grief a constant companion, refused to give up hope. They scoured the countryside, their hearts heavy with the faces of their missing children. They chased down every lead, every fleeting glimmer of a clue, their determination fueled by an unwavering love that time could not extinguish. Despite their efforts, the trail remained cold, leading them down a labyrinth of dead ends and false hope. The official investigation, plagued by inconsistencies and a lack of conclusive evidence, eventually went cold. The cause of the fire remained undetermined, the fate of the children a haunting question mark. The Sodder family, however, refused to accept the official narrative. They believed their children were alive, hidden somewhere, their disappearance orchestrated by unknown forces. They devoted their lives to uncovering the truth, their relentless pursuit fueled by an unbreakable bond of love and a desperate hope for answers. Section 5. A face in the mailbox. Hope arrives in an envelope. In 1968, a glimmer of hope emerged from the darkness. Jenny Sodder received a mysterious envelope, its postmark a chilling reminder of the years that had passed. Inside, a photograph stared back at her, a young man, his features bearing a striking resemblance to her missing son, Louis. On the back, a cryptic message, scrawled in hurried handwriting, sent shivers down her spine. Louis Sodder. I love Brother Frankie, Elil Boys, a 90132 or 35. The photograph, a beacon of hope in their long and arduous search, ignited a renewed sense of determination in the Sodder family. They clung to the image, to the cryptic message, believing it to be a breadcrumb trail leading them to their lost children. Was it truly Louis, his face etched with the passage of time? Was the message a desperate plea for contact, a coded message from their missing children? The questions lingered, fueling their hope while simultaneously deepening the mystery. Section 6, The Mystery Endures, a family haunted by unanswered questions. Despite their tireless efforts, the Sodder family never found their missing children. The photograph, the cryptic message, the whispered theories all remained tantalizingly out of reach. Pieces of a puzzle that refused to be solved. The passage of time did little to diminish their grief. Their home forever marked by the absence of 5 children. The empty chairs at the dinner table, the silent bedrooms, stood as a constant reminder of the tragedy that had shattered their lives. Even in their final years, George and Jenny Sodder never stopped searching, their love for their lost children an unyielding force. They clung to the belief that their children were alive, hidden somewhere, waiting to be found. The mystery of the Sodder children. A haunting tale of loss and unanswered questions became a part of Fayetteville's fabric, woven into the very history of the town. Section 7, The Sodder Children, Lost and Never Forgotten. The Sodder children, Maurice, Martha, Louis, Jenny, and Betty, were more than just names etched on a memorial. They were children full of life, each with their own unique personality. Maurice, the eldest, was remembered for his mischievous grin. Martha, the eldest daughter, loved books. Louis dreamed of becoming a musician. Jenny, the shy one, found solace with her siblings. And Betty, the youngest, brought joy with her giggle. Their faces, frozen in time, served as a constant reminder of the void left by their disappearance. The Sodder children, lost but never forgotten, live on in the hearts of their family and town. Section 8, The Legacy of a Mystery Fayetteville Remembers. Background sound, soft, mysterious music. The mystery of the Sodder children's disappearance continues to captivate the public imagination, inspiring books, documentaries, and countless theories. The case, cold for decades, remains open, a testament to the enduring power of hope and the relentless pursuit of truth. The Sodder family's unwavering determination to find their children has left an indelible mark on Fayetteville, transforming their personal tragedy into a shared experience of loss and remembrance. Every year, on the anniversary of the fire, the town of Fayetteville gathers to remember the Sodder children. Candles are lit, prayers are whispered, and stories are shared, keeping their memory alive. The Sodder children's story serves as a reminder that even in the face of unimaginable loss, hope can endure, and the pursuit of truth, no matter how elusive, is a journey worth taking. Background sound fades out. Section 9, A Timeless Enigma. The Sodder children's disappearance continues to captivate. The mystery of the Sodder children's disappearance transcends time. It is a story that continues to resonate with people around the world, a chilling reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring power of family bonds. It is a story that challenges us to confront the unknown, to seek answers in the face of uncertainty, and to never give up hope, even when all seems lost. The questions surrounding the Sodder children's disappearance may never be fully answered, but their story, passed down through generations, continues to serve as a powerful reminder of the importance of family, the enduring strength of hope, and the haunting reality that some mysteries may never be solved. The Sodder children, forever young in the hearts of those who remember them, remain a poignant symbol of loss, resilience, and the enduring mystery that continues to captivate the world.